We should always be asking ourselves, is this something that is or is not in my control? Epictetus. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed and you haven't been. Marcus Aurelius. External things are not the problem. It's your assessment of them, which you can erase right now. Marcus Aurelius. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it, and it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. Marcus Aurelius. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. For he that is so wants nothing. Seneca. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca. Man is affected not by events, but by the view he takes of them. Seneca. How does it help to make trouble heavier by bemoaning them? Seneca. The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not. Seneca. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Seneca. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labour does the body. Seneca. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca. Time is like a river made up of events which happen and a violent stream. For as soon as a thing has been seen, it is carried away, and another comes in its place, and this will be carried away too. Marcus Aurelius. Some things are in our control and others are not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and in one word, whatever are not our actions. Epictetus. Is any man afraid of change? What can take place without change? What then is more pleasing or more suitable to the universal nature? And can you take a hot bath unless the wood for the fire undergoes a change? And you can be nourished unless the food undergoes change. And can anything else that is useful be accomplished without change? Do you not see then that for yourself also to change is just the same, and equally necessary for the universal nature? Marcus Aurelius. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Where then do I look for good and evil? Not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself, to the choices that are my own. Epictetus. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Epictetus. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Epictetus. Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and all will be well with you. Epictetus. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus Aurelius. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. Marcus Aurelius. You have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people to whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Marcus Aurelius. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Marcus Aurelius. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient, for he that is so wants nothing. The greatest blessing of mankind are within us and within our reach. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not. Seneca. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. You are arranging what lies in fortune's control and abandoning what lies in yours. What are you looking at? To what goal are you straining? The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Seneca. People are not disturbed by things, but by the views they take of them. Epictetus. What would have become of Hercules, do you think, if there had been no lion, hydra, stag, or boar, and no savage criminals to rid the world of? What would he have done in the absence of such challenges? Obviously, he would have just rolled over in bed and gone back to sleep. So by snoring his life away in luxury and comfort, he never would have developed into the mighty Hercules. Epictetus. Every difficulty in life presents us with an opportunity to turn inward and to invoke our own inner resources. The trials we endure can and should introduce us to our strengths. Prudent people look beyond the incident itself and seek to form the habit of putting it to good use. On the occasion of an accidental event, don't just react in a haphazard fashion. Remember to turn inward and ask what resources you have for dealing with it. Dig deeply. You possess strengths you might not realize you have. Find the right one, use it. Epictetus. Ask, why is this so unbearable? Why can't I endure it? You'll be embarrassed to answer. Marcus Aurelius. It's unfortunate that this has happened. No, it's fortunate that this has happened and I've remained unharmed by it, not shattered by the present or frightened by the future. It could have happened to anyone, but not everyone could have remained unharmed by it. Marcus Aurelius. To be like a rock that the waves keep crashing over, it stands unmoved and the raging of the sea falls still around us. Marcus Aurelius. A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Marcus Aurelius. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. Seneca. Fire is the test of gold, adversary of strong men. Seneca. Even if some obstacle comes on the scene, its appearance is only to be compared to that of clouds, which drift in front of the sun without ever defeating its light. Seneca. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. Seneca. Heroes are heroes because they are heroic in behaviour, not because they won or lost. Nassim Nicholas Taleb. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Marcus Aurelius. A setback has often cleared the way for greater prosperity. Many things have fallen only to rise to more exalted heights. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic. Just as nature takes every obstacle, every impediment, and works around it, turns it to its purpose, incorporates it into itself, so too a rational being can turn each setback into raw material and use it to achieve its goal. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. Look around you at all the throng of those you know and those you do not. You will find everywhere men whose suffering have been greater. Legend has not granted exemption from misfortune, even to the gods. Seneca, Consolation to Helvia. Evil, the same old thing. No matter what happens, keep this in mind. It's the same old thing, from one end of the world to the other. It fills the history books, ancient and modern, and the cities and the houses too. Nothing new at all. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. It isn't the things themselves that disturb people, but the judgments that they form about them. Epictetus. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. Epictetus. No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself. Seneca. Constant misfortune brings this one blessing. To whom it always assails, it eventually fortifies. Seneca. Misfortune is virtue's opportunity. Seneca.